Namaste everyone. Today I'm going to do a fun video about online dating and my recent experience encountering a very clingy Gemini. Now, I say clingy Gemini because not every Gemini is clingy, okay? A lot of people have aspects that, you know, draw off the person a little bit off and make them a little bit more cooler. For example, Prince was a Gemini. He was not the clingy type. He was pretty much of a cool Gemini. But if you have placements like, you know, a lot of placements in very needy signs, like per se Cancer, then maybe that clingy Gemini side is going to come out a little bit more. Okay. Now, I was online and I saw this very handsome guy. He was actually Asian, and I saw that he was a Gemini. All right, and I was like, oh God, you know, should I message him or should I not? Because I'm a Sagittarius, right? I'm a Sagittarius, but I have, you know, all my planets in Scorpio and I'm very reserved, and, you know, Gemini is that day planet, that day constellation that, you know, likes to chat a lot, you know. Can I handle that, you know? And I was like, all right, you know, let me forget about astrology, let me stop being judgmental, all right? And let me just go for it, because maybe sometimes his placements might be, you know, maybe he has a stellium in Scorpio. Okay, maybe he, you know, he just has a little bit of fragment of Gemini, who knows? So yeah, I messaged him, and you know, turns out to be a good person. We got on Skype. We Skyped like, I don't know, half an hour, and he was all right, you know. However, it was just a little weird because his camera was like in a different angle, you know, and I couldn't really see his face. He was like upside down, and I wondered, why would he put his face like upside down? Okay, why can't he just put the camera, you know, straight? Okay, so apparently he liked me and I liked him, but I don't know, there was just something wasn't really right. Okay, so whatever. Fast forward to like a half an hour. He sends me, you know, it was nice meeting you on Skype or whatever, and I was like, all right, fine, that's cool. And then about an hour later, he sends me a picture of him. Okay, but a picture of him without no shirt, and I was like, oh God, no, he's gonna send me like a genital picture next. You know, that was my next thought, because usually that's what happens next when someone sends you, you know, a picture that's not conservative. You know, usually that's what follows. Okay, based on my experience. So I was like, I was turned off. I was like, oh God, you know, now I have to deal with this crap now, you know. But anyways, I said, you know, that's a red flag, but I'll just let it pass. That's another red flag, but I'll just let it pass. So he sends me that picture, but then he says, send me, you know, one of your pictures, and I really didn't want to send a picture. I didn't feel like taking one, or I didn't even feel like looking through my phone and looking for an old picture, you know. I just didn't feel like, I didn't think it was an obligation for me to, you know, be trading pictures, especially after I just finished speaking to him. Okay, I just saw them, so why would I want to, you know, makes no sense. Okay, so after that, he started with the questionnaire, and what it felt like to me, it felt like if I was filling out an application form. Like, he would ask me, okay, so how many sisters or brothers do you have? Are your parents divorced? Who do you live with? It was like trivial questions that I would answer, okay, but I really didn't see, you know, why would it be so important at this phase of meeting, okay? So it was kind of like draining my energy, okay, because one question led to the other thing, and then I kept on answering because at that moment I wasn't busy, but it got to a point where I was messaging for 3 hours straight, okay, back and forth on text, and it was just one question after the other, one question after the other, one question after the other. So then it got to the point where my mode of dating mode went off, and then I went to Celestial Priestess, you know, and I was like, all right, now, what's your moon sign? Okay, because I had to find out. I really had to at this point. And it turns out that his moon sign was in Virgo, so it was, you know, it was picking at details, okay, and it was in the first house, so everything that he felt was just projected out there, you know, no mystery left. So I was like, oh God, you know, this is just not me, you know. This is not something that's going to, you know, turn me on in any way. So I just started to, I friend-zoned him immediately, because I was like, man, you know, I don't think we're compatible, because you just leave no mystery to my imagination, you know. And after all these questions, then what is there left to know? You know, what else do you want to know? You know? And he got very clingy very immediately, and it turns out also that his Venus was in Cancer, and he had feelings already for me, and I was like, uh-oh. The reason why I knew he had like some sort of feelings for me was because he asked me about some past relationships, and when I answered, he answered in a very, jealous type of way, and I was like, whoa, that's another red flag right there. So I had to like cut this off because I was like, it was draining my energy reserves, and I couldn't deal with it, it was just overwhelming. But that was just an example of, how astrology could help you, discern these situations, because at the beginning I was hesitant to use astrology. I didn't want to, judge someone because of an astrology sign. But then after that, I was like, man, I have to use astrology to, navigate, to try to figure this guy out, because I'm going crazy. Okay, maybe I'm the one with the problem, but it just turns out that we're just not compatible. Maybe someone with Cancer or Gemini would have fit perfectly well, but it's just not something that met my needs. And I don't know if Gemini and Cancer, especially Cancer, if they jump so quick into a relationship like that, I mean, doesn't a relationship need like a gestation period, okay, to grow? Like, I mean, that's what I would think, unless you want like some fun time. But if you're not looking for some fun time, doesn't it need like some sort of gestation period, like a plant needs to grow and grow trees, doesn't it need some sort of a pause in between, to make it like a song, like a beat? How do you jam everything like that and then expect it to work? That's just one of my questions. So what do you people that are Cancer and Gemini, what do you guys think about this? Okay, how do you make your relationship work? Because I'm sort of curious, and I've seen my uncle do this habit of doing this, and then it just ends up in chaos. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and namaste.